super royals, welcome to Tonitra's garden. We are back in the garden. It's finally stopped raining. It's been raining so much here in San Antonio. We finally got the garden together. I got the grass cut down and the yard is pulled back together and we can start filming again. I'm trying to be quiet because under this deck right here, there's a cat in the neighborhood who just had kittens and they're right underneath this deck, so I don't want to scare them. I got my tea and we're gonna go ahead and get out in the big raised bed garden and we're gonna harvest whatever is available for us today. We've got a few things, so I want to show you guys that. I need to add some mulch to some of these containers that I recently moved, and then we're gonna go ahead and pull our bush beans and then we'll put some purple hog peas in their place. So those three things are on our list. We'll go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so if you guys remember, I had put a couple of plants right here in this little area of my patio, but I decided to move them. I also had a couple plants down here. Let me show you where I brought them. Right over here to the side of my house. So this is still like the same area, same side yard area, but this area right here gets full sun in like the afternoon, so I would say like 3 p.m. on. This area gets full sun, and for these plants I feel like they would really benefit because I feel like they're supposed to be fruiting by now. Well, they definitely are, and they're not. They're just getting leggy, so we're gonna see how they do. They look good here, so I think they're gonna do good. I have some peppers, and these two, this is a jalapeno and this is a bell pepper. And I do have some fruit coming on, but it just wasn't enough to leave them in a space where they were not going to thrive. So I put them over here. I think this is actually a better space for them, and it makes this area look a little bit more pretty because this is an area that I just cannot stand. And so with some greenery over here, I think it just makes it look better. So I'm happy with this for now. I don't know if it'll be here forever, but as far as getting these plants to fruit, I think this will be a good space for them. I forget what these plants are called, but it'll come to me soon. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna mulch these plants because they get full sun in the afternoon. The heat can be pretty harsh and it will dry these containers out quickly. So we're gonna go ahead and mulch these really fast just so that they can retain moisture a little bit better. So this brand of mulch I just get from, I believe I got this from Lowe's. It's called Texas Native Cedar Mulch. I've been using this for a couple years now, and I do like it. It works, so this is what I use. Just do a nice thick layer over the top of these containers. I already put compost over the top of these, and now I'm gonna mulch. You can use compost as mulch if you want, but that can get pretty pricey, so just beware. And this is a marigold. It hadn't flowered yet, so I just went ahead and popped it in this container. And I think since it'll get more sun in the evening, afternoon, that it'll start to flower. And that'll be super cute. I haven't fully mulched my big raised bed garden, but I don't need to mulch yet because all the plants are covering the soil. So I remember what these plants are called. They're called giant ground cherries. So I feel like I should be getting ground cherries by now, but I think they'll do well. Hopefully. Hopefully it's not going to be too hot by the time they start producing. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, so these are looking nice and hydrated and mulched, and I'm so happy. I'm actually really liking this. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys think this is a good spot, if you like it. So next, we're gonna go ahead and head out to the raised bed garden. We're gonna harvest some goodies. So let's go. Let's get our harvest basket. Got the basket. Got my tea. Let's go. OMG, it feels so good to be back in the garden. Oh, it feels wonderful. I'm just not used to all this rain in May. We're about to be in July and it's still raining. I got out here today because it's rain all in the forecast for the next 7 days. I'm like, what is going on here? I don't know. But let's get in here and see what we can find. Let's see what the garden will give us today. So in this bed, we have our tomatoes. I have all tomatoes in this bed. And this variety of tomato is called, this is New Girl. And this is a great tomato if you live in like hot climates, like Texas, like southern climates that get really hot and you need them to produce fast and get a good harvest. This is a good variety for you. And so we're gonna go ahead and pick our first New Girl tomato. I'm so excited to make a tomato sandwich. You can find seeds for this variety in my seed shop if you're interested. So make sure you check that out. I think I've got like, I've got 3 tomatoes on here that I'm gonna clip off. All right, and we'll leave, where did she go? Oh dang, it rolled all the way down in there. All right, and we'll leave the rest. OMG, look how pretty those are. They were bunched up on each other, so they have a little bit of bruising, but that's okay. Put those in our basket. All right. So I think we got a couple squash down in here that we can get. On this other side, I have zucchini. I recently harvested a couple of them, but we've got some more coming in. We'll let those grow. Let's see. Where are they? Ooh, they're hiding in here. Okay. When you're harvesting squash, you probably want to wear gloves because these plants are pretty prickly. Ooh, I see a spider. So yeah, wear gloves if you have them. I don't have any clean ones right now, so we're just gonna get these quickly. But this is not fun without gloves. Okay, there we go. Oh shoot, this one is trying to do blossom end rot. I wonder if I can save it. I probably can. And we have another one here, but it looks like something got into the inside of it. Let me see. See, what is that? I have no idea what that is. If you know, let me know. It might be just, I didn't harvest it in time. So I don't think I'll use these. If I had chickens, I'd give them to the chickens, but we don't have any chickens. Okay, so I think we have some peppers that I can harvest. Let's go see. Yep, we've got peppers, so we'll go ahead and harvest some of those. We do have green beans as well, but I think I've had enough snap peas for the season. I'm ready for some purple haw peas. Let's go ahead and harvest these peppers. Tiffany, if you're watching this video, these peppers are for you. My best friend has been wanting me to grow her some bell peppers. I personally can't eat bell peppers, even though I love them. I can't eat them because they just hurt my stomach for some reason. So I'll probably give them to neighbors, save some for her. There's a pepper. And I'm trying to see if I should let these ones grow a little bit bigger. Yeah, maybe I'll take one more. There we go. Right. Over here, we've got a good amount of jalapeno peppers coming in. They're starting to come in very nicely. So we're gonna go ahead and get those. Ooh, they're gonna be super hot. I love to make, ooh, what is it? Is it pickled jalapenos? Just so that I have them in the fridge for when I need them. Because we like nachos and stuff. My kids like nachos, so. And we'll let the rest get a little bit bigger. I'm gonna take one more. We also put them on tacos. Anything on this one? This plant is taking a little bit longer to produce, so we'll wait on those. I'm not gonna harvest any green beans today. I have some more tomatoes over here. Let me show you guys. All right, and down here we have our Juliet tomato. These are one of my favorite tomatoes to grow here in Texas just because they do super well in the heat. They do good in like rough soil, and they're perfect for salads. You can also use them for like salsa and stuff. They're just a grape tomato or a cherry tomato. And I absolutely love them. I grow them every year. I'll never not grow them. So if you're interested in a tomato that will do well in the heat for you, try the Juliet. The seeds are in my seed shop, but we've got a couple of vines we can harvest. Look at that. So we're gonna have plenty of salsa. Oop, they're falling off the vine. Let's taste one, because I just can't help myself. Let's see. It's like just enough juice and just enough meat. Nice and sweet. Perfect salad tomato, something like that. Salsa tomato. Fresh eating tomato. Woo. There we go. All right, and I think I'm gonna save, I'm gonna let these ripen a little longer on the vine. And these are gonna grow all the way up. I need to stake them, so we'll probably do that in another video. Let me show you something really cute. So this eggplant was taking so long to set fruit. I was like, is this even going to set any fruit this year? And look at this. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Look how many eggplants are on here. So pretty. This one has a nice one. Where is it? Look how nice and big that is. I might harvest this. Should I let it get bigger or should I harvest it? It's feeling pretty juicy. I think I want to take it. Let's get it. My first eggplant. Cool. All right, I think we're pretty good on harvesting, but what would a harvest be without flowers? So let's grab a few flowers. This year I usually grow like one variety of zinnia a year just to see what I like. And this year I grew Oklahoma pink. And oh my goodness, I am loving this zinnia. Let me show you. Look how stinking gorgeous this zinnia is. Isn't that so pretty? This is a smaller plant, but I like these because of the color. They're just like a pretty baby doll pink, like just a soft southern pink. Oh, I can't get enough. And I like the round shape that they have. Like they just like round out. And when you put them in a vase, like a small little vase of like maybe like 5 or 6 zinnias, it looks so cute. So yeah, we're gonna harvest some of these. I like to let them start to get round. Some of them will look like this, but I don't like picking them at this stage. I like picking them when they're a bit more round, like that, when they get more petals on them. I think there's one in here, like that. So we'll harvest a few. OMG, I wasn't filming, but I harvested all of these zinnias. These are Oklahoma pink. They are so pretty. And watch out because you will find some little spiders in here. So just check and make sure there's no spiders. But look how pretty. Look how pretty those are. These are perfect for like kitchen table flowers, bathroom flowers, bedroom side table flowers, coffee table flowers, anything that you want to use them for. Super cute. All right, Royals, it is getting a little late in the morning. I have to go and feed the twins and all the things that mommies do. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, but I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me in the garden today. I'm so happy to be back out here. In the next video, we'll be harvesting these bush beans and planting something else. So stay tuned for that video. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, Royals.